Alrighty, hello everyone and welcome to Left2Learn November 29, 2014. Tonight's map here is going to be none other than No Mercy, so those of you who are familiar with pubbing on it a lot, get ready to see some pro mod on it. And for those of you who don't play on it, well, shame on you because I love the map. And I'm probably going to get a lot of flack for that. Anyways, so tonight's map here, we're going to go quickly over the game capture here. And it looks like I accidentally left that stupid Twitch thing again. Get ready to see some pro mod. There we go. That was handled. Yeah. Alright. Twitch is stupid. Anyways. Alrighty, so tonight's map here, again, No Mercy, and we're going to be having the mentors Simi and Purple. So I'm going to go ahead and run down the rosters here, do the mumble listing, since not everyone is ready and good to go here. So, Simi will be mentoring the infected team. Yes, alright, so Simi will be mentoring the infected team here, consisting of Bitter, Fish Sandwich, Killing Time, and Valerium. While Purple will be mentoring on the survivor side here. I'm trying to see what's going on in there. Why is there an extra person? Anyways, alright, so I'm going to go back to the listing here. So, Purple will be mentoring the Survivor team here, which consists of Freakazoid, Hiatus, Luke Swear, and War for War. And it looks like we are just waiting on 2 people to join up here on the teams here. So, 17% tank and a 70% witch. So 17% tank will be played up in the safe room here. I believe the survivors will, even when they're standing up here, the tank will lose rage while the tank survivors are up here. And there's 2 different ways here that the tank can play this. One, obviously, let me see if I can try and get rid of this storming here. Well, maybe that'll take care of it a bit, I'm not sure. Anyways, so the infected here are probably going to want to come with their tank up the stairwell here and go straight into a commit. Now, you got to want to minimize your chips. So you don't want to, toss rocks or take your time going up the stairs. And make sure you land that punch in that door so you don't miss it when you get too close. Another way is the tank can actually go all the way to the bottom here. Make its way to the bottom here, go on out, go to the alley, get up the ladder here, and try and play rock tank from here. But this one's a bit more difficult, I would say. Either way, the survivors, it doesn't matter which place the tank will go to. The survivor's main goal here is to not get death punched or death charged here. Because it would be a terrible, terrible idea to be standing on that ledge or just jump when you get punched here. And it looks like we are waiting on people to ready up, and it looks like Mr. Diddlebugs is in Survivor.
I'm in trouble. That's one I owe you.
So a 70% witch here. I'm going to go ahead and run on forward here. Not very familiar with the percentages on this map here, but a 70% witch will more than likely be played out in this open street here. Pretty open. Going to be difficult for the SI to get in here. A lot of potential spawns though, so the survivors are definitely going to want to make sure that they have a good pair of headphones to be able to, identify where the infected are going to be coming from. And the survivors are going to want to make sure that as much common infected are cleared and they do not get boomed on. Getting boomed on in these big open areas here, the horde will just come at you very, very quickly, and you'll find yourself surrounded in no time. Alrighty, still waiting on 1 person to join up on the survivor side here. And it looks like Prodigy Sim has decided to join us too. Which I'm actually a bit confused here because, I think 5 hours ago, Prodigy Sim told me that he was not going to be able to cast the match there because he was apparently hasn't slept for 30 hours? An estimation based on his timing. I'm gonna go ahead and swap Prodigy Sim out here really quick. And for some reason it's not working. There we go. Alrighty, still waiting on that one person to join the survivor side. Let me see, just looking at the list here, it looks like War for War needs to join on up here. I'm not sure who War for War is. This rain, just this obnoxious rain, it makes it sound like it's coming from everywhere around me here. Even when I go inside here, it's not leaving me alone. I wonder, does it have something to do with entering and exiting at a certain point? You see, now I'm no longer hearing the rain here, so let me go ahead and try something here. So let me go ahead and exit here. And I can now hear the rain. But if I go inside the structure right here, I can still hear the rain. So I guess it's a bit of a, I don't know, an entrance kind of thing. You have to go through the little safe room stairwell here in order for the rain to stop, or possibly going through here. So let's see if it stops when I go through here. Well, there you go. I wonder. Let me go see and check to see if it works here. Interesting. Alrighty, and we are just waiting for one more person here, waiting on Luke Swear to ready up, and we'll be good to go with this 17% tank. Alright, and we are good to go. This first hit, consisting of a 3-1 with Charger and Spitter. Tank is already in play here. Again, that 17% tank just popping up immediately, and the Hunter is spawned up. That is a bot Hunter, and the tank is in the hands of Brightness here. Spitter's going to be going up, trying to stack. Great kill there by Zoe, and here comes the Hunter. Hunter just manages to kill itself there. Probably a timer from ProMod, and Jockey is waiting to go in with the Charger. They could get the double. Oh no, but everyone just gets out of the way. And we're seeing some chip going out on... I'm not sure exactly what Francis is shooting at. Quite possibly Francis' mouse there might have gotten stuck and wasn't able to turn, but we are now seeing that chip on the Brightness' tank here. And let's quickly take it over to a survival war room here, shall we?
Just hide from him.
Watch the rocks now.
We don't have to, well, we don't really need them, I guess.
Hit is up.
Oh, shoot the tone, shoot the tone!
Make sure you hide again right away. Alright, so everyone just hide.
We're giving him side.
Yeah, either everyone has to shoot him or everyone has to hide. Not just one person shoot him.
Reloading! Just don't land a rock and we'll be okay.
Reloading!
He's coming.
He's
coming in.
Watch where you're shooting!
Hey man, that's not cool.
Make sure to not jump.
I'm charged in the corner.
Oh, Cletus Hunter, Francis, 4 for 1.
Alright, shoot the thing. You guys need to clear Bill, he's gonna die.
I'm dead.
Don't run away, just kill the
You can
tank.
pick up Lewis, one person pick him up, and the other guy watch.
I got you. You're not gonna fall. Here, let me help you up.
There you go. Should pop. Give him pills so you can pass pills to Lewis, Francis. Go ahead and pop them.
Chucky's coming with him.
Okay.
Alright, and we are back here and quickly going into a double. Could it be the triple cap? That could be the wipe. No! It is still double cap there. Lewis scrambling to try and clear all the SI here. Moving around with that katana, clearing that charge. You're getting scratched with the boom in the back here. Quickly clearing that smoker. With no sets of pills remaining on the survivors here, they're definitely going to have a very difficult time making it through the rest of the map here. Survivors now rushing. The hit is down here. They're going to be up in 10 seconds, ready for another hit, but they need to make as much distance as possible. I mean, the only thing I can say for that tank there specifically, just someone got cornered very, very quickly, and then afterwards somebody got punched by the tank turning around. You never want to put yourself in a way or in a position where the tank can very easily turn around and smack you. Never want to be caught off guard like that. And the next set of SI are good to go here, consisting with 3-1 with Charger and Spitter. Looks like they're opting to hit right outside here. The survivors, 2 bleeding and 1 dead. They need to make as much distance as possible here. Reloading! And the Smoker looks like he's good to go. Smoker will be not leading in here. Here comes the Honey, here comes the double. Could it be the triple? And there's the cap, and Luke goes down for the spin, and that is the wipe down. So, a couple of things to note there. The tank came in very, very strongly, got a quick punch onto somebody, and then another quick punch turnaround on another person. And from there, it was very infected-sided. Afterwards, we saw a boomer spawn up at the top here. So, this boomer that spawned up at the top here was spawned up for a long period of time. None of the survivors were aware of this boomer at all, whether or not they had really, really good headphones or not. I mean, some people, like myself, do not have really good headphones and thus do not hear spawns as easily. But that boomer was up for a long period of time, was slowly creeping his way over, and managed to get a double boom right over the edge there. That was incredibly critical. I mean, again, the boomer was up for so long. When you hear a boomer during a tank, you need to make sure to focus that boomer down. The boomer is a huge priority because during most tanks, a single boom will be enough to just set the pace for the wipe.
Reloading.
Alrighty, so we're going to go into round 2 here. So we're going to see how this survivor team manages to take this tank here after they just saw the previous team take the tank. Maybe they'll learn from some of their mistakes there and not, you know, get very quickly cornered, not pop boomers that spawn up. And it looks like there was a bit of an accuracy problem shooting at the tank. The tank was not taking as much damage as he should have from the SMG, the SMG players. Alright, waiting on War for War to ready up. And we are going live now. So let's see how the survivor team deals with this tank here. Again, first hit consisting with 3-1 with Charger and Spit. It looks like they're opting to hit from the rooftop, but Lewis is blocking the spawns there, which I'm definitely going to commemorate him. I don't think I'm pronouncing that word properly, but either way, I'm pretty sure you get what I'm saying. So, the tank is in the hands of War for War here. I believe War for War is a bit new to Left2Learn, so we're going to have to see how he deals with the survivors chipping him. It is already 300 chip right off the bat there, so it's definitely not good. Let's quickly take this over to a survivor war and see how the survivors deal with this tank.
Sweet shot.
Still in kitchen.
Yeah, get back up there.
He's waiting for spawns now.
He's coming up the stairs. Going back down the stairs. In the kitchen
Scared.
again.
You should chip with Zoe, Francis. Like, support her.
He's committing again.
Oh, I'm dead. Thank you. Oh, I took that.
Oh my goodness.
Fire on him. Gotta fire him.
I'm reloading.
Just focus on tank, not the pickup.
Oh!
Hey, old man! I have you. Lie
Alrighty,
still
we
and
are
let me
back.
know.
So we just saw War for War's first tank here in Left2Learn, and I'm actually really surprised. I mean, with 900 chip, he managed to turn that tank into basically a wipe here. Here comes 2SR right now. Smoker gets the cap. Here comes the Hunter. It could be the 2 cap, but Francis does get the clear on the Smoker there. And now Hunter will be going for a DP here. Actually, he's with the 136 health. He definitely needs to get in there and sack that Hunter, but looks like he will be saving it for a fancy DP later on. Alrighty, so a couple things to note there was the tank. It looks like the tank was committing with about 5% rage on the first pass. I guess he wasn't really aware of the fact that you do not pass after or go to AI after the first pass. Well, I guess he learned something new the hard way, but he did manage to get 2 kills with that tank. Great death charge there. You don't want to be standing up there and not paying attention for death charges when you know, you're blocking spawns up there. That's definitely for sure.
What the hell?
Survivor's definitely making some distance. They're going to keep these scores close, but here comes the Jockey. Stumble onto Zoe there, but gets cleared. Jockey came in a bit too early with the SI just way too late there. They need to get this double cap to lower the amount of distance they're getting. Here comes the attack. Looks like Hunter lost his pounce there. And Zoe does not get the dead stop, and that will be the wipe there. And the scores are very, very close. And it looks like the Witchman just spawned up too.
I'm down! Hey, biker dude!
Alrighty, so that was an interesting first map. Their first map, that really early tank is very difficult to play. I mean, you got death charges, you got boomers, you got getting punched off the rooftop even though you're not jumping sometimes. Like, I can't count the amount of times that I have been punched off a rooftop without ever jumping. I'll just be cornered somewhere and he punches me and I just go way out of the park. And it's really upsetting sometimes because it's a bit inconsistent. Basically, what I tell most people is in order to avoid getting punched off of rooftops, one, obviously you don't jump, alright? Never jump.
Oh,
2, try not to position your back to a ledge. Other than that, you just gotta pray that you don't get RNG. And for those of you who don't know what RNG stands for, RNG stands for Random Number Generator. And basically what I'm saying is just hope that the game favors you and you don't get punched off that rooftop. Alrighty, so we're on map 2 of No Mercy here, waiting on 3 people to ready up. The scores are still close with a 7-point gap, and we got yet another early tank, a 16% tank with a 33% which definitely, these newer players here are definitely getting very, very difficult tanks that we normally do not see in pugs. We actually usually see about mid-range tanks, which are a bit easier to handle, and you get some distance out of it. And some chip, so it's easier for the tank. But here in this general area, I mean, I'm not sure what this is going to do. They could decide to play it underneath here, but all of these pillars, I believe, are still breakable in Pro Mod. So it'll create a lot of dust, it'll create a lot of damage, and it will make it very, very hard to traverse underneath there if a certain part gets barricaded. Because of the debris that come out, they do remain solid for a couple of minutes. So, I mean, you can jump over them, but if it's a really good barricade, if you try and jump over them, you might get stuck, and that could be a problem during a tank. Just saying. Alrighty, we are going live here first hit consisting of a 3-1 with Charger and Boomer. No spitter, so you're not going to see a huge amount of spit damage coming out here from somebody getting cornered, but we could still see a lot of separation damage here. The Boomer gets a beautiful tri-boom, somebody gets charged, and Jockey just takes someone all the way down to the tank. It could be a wipe right here now on this first hit, depending on the Boomer and the Jockey. And you can see the Boomer is getting ready for that rocket. He's moving back and forth. He's practicing it. Survivors are now all opting to jump on down here. This Infected losing their spawns underneath their Charger will now have to reposition. Well, the Smoker is going to be waiting for this tank spawn here. And we're seeing one of the Survivors making his way over. Zoe is ghosting. All the SI from behind can easily get the spawn, and it's ensuring really, really badly. Here comes the tank in the hands of Valerium here. Jockey and Boomer spawned up. Jockey grabs here. He comes the boom, single boom, full on down here. Charger gets a charge here. Still single kept. They're very, very quickly here. So minimal damage going on to Survivors. But how will they deal with this tank with the Horde coming in and all these hittable killers? Well, let's go find out as we go to a survival war room, shall we?
In the safe room though, you can stand up there.
And take Uzis.
We have 4 Uzis. I'm shoddy.
Just make sure everyone's shooting the
Make
tank.
sure you watch the Jockey up there. He'll put you down.
Unlimited ammo.
Reloading.
Coming in.
He's going in, he's going in.
Reloading.
Drop down, drop down. Try to drop down if you can.
You guys need to help us in the safe room.
One needs to eat the damage.
Yeah, get back up there. There you go, kill the tank.
Go in,
Come on,
just kill him.
You're gonna be okay.
Yeah, that's very risky.
Everyone shoot the tank.
Just kill him, come on.
There you go.
Reloading.
Good job.
Alright, and we are back. So we just saw a tank in the hands of Valeria. I mean, Lewis doing a great job kiting that tank up there, but once he got cornered, that was it. He was not able to outrun the tank. I kind of want to say, though, with Lewis kiting that tank there, it definitely bought his team a lot of time, but normally I would not recommend ever separating from your team like that. Separating from your team like that can just lead to some really, really bad things. Like, what if that tank had downed him, and then a hunter comes in and pounces him while the tank is blocking the doorway? That would have been a dead Lewis. Quick and clear. Anyways, next attack is good to go here, consisting of a 3-1 with Charger and Spitter. This has potential to do a lot of damage, although we have a long hallway here, which is very Survivor favored. Looks like the Smoker's going to be coming in from behind here. I'm not too sure I can agree with that, but if he does provide a great distraction here, the Charger will be able to land some incredible damage here. Here comes the Jockey. Jockey taking no chip here, and it looks like Spitter is up. Spitter is at 12, and he's free spitting. I'm not sure I agree with that. Here comes the Charger. Charger gets a triple charge. Here comes the Smoker. Smoker manages to get his tongue cut by Francis trying to clear the Charger. And looks like that Charger does get several pounds there onto Lewis there, which is not helpful on his mind here.
Watch your ass.
Bills are now being passed here. Hiatus now taking the final set of bills for the Survivor team here. And the Survivors trying to make their way through the map here. And the Witch is now up, unavoidable, and in the subway here with a lot of potential spawns. This will definitely be very interesting to see how the Survivors take this.
Reloading.
Next attack is good to go, consisting of a 2-2 with Hunter and Jockey. Boomer's going to be coming from behind the spot here. The Survivors need to spread out and block as many spawns as possible while still keeping in line of sight of each other, so in case they do not get pulled. Fortunately for them, there is no Smoker for the Infected team here. And it looks like Lewis is going for the crown here. Here comes the Hunter, does not stumble on the Lewis there, but we do see a spit bounce back here with the Boomer getting onto him. Great triple boom, quad boom. And it looks like Lewis will now be black and white after that hit.
I'm down. Need a little help over here.
Overall, a great round going out there, but that quad boom and that Jockey just definitely turned the tides there. with no sets of pills left all the way until they get to the pill cabinet. So that could be a total of one attack. One attack. If they deal with this attack fine, it'll be a total of one attack. If they don't deal with this attack fine, it will be 2 hits before to get to that pill cabinet. There's the shove. Here comes the charger. Double charge there. Here's a boom. There's a lot of damage going on to Lewis there. And Lewis gets down onto Francis at the same time. Oh, and the charge is free from the proxy. Here comes the charge. Almost gets a double charge. And I would have down Freakazoid here. Hopefully we don't see some friendly fire going on here under Freakazoid. Otherwise things are going to go bad. Looks like War for War is dead.
Shit!
That is definitely very unfortunate there for the survivors. One thing you need to know is when somebody is boomed,
Ammo
you
here.
need to make sure to be clearing common infected off of them. And even if you're going over to clear something else, you need to remember that somebody is downed and boomed. Here comes the smoker. Lewis did not position himself properly to deal with that smoker. Here comes the hunter. Here comes the jockey. Hunter gets cleared. Great double boom going out there. Stumble onto that jockey and he gets shoved as a result.
Watch out!
Survivors making their way up here. There should be at least one set of pills in this pill cabinet here. Either way, it's definitely going to be something we're going to need for this event here. With 2 of them bleeding and all of them slow, they need to have somebody fast here to juke those special infected and clear each other. Once if they do get lucky and they strike it rich there with 2 sets of pills. Oh, Lewis is completely separated. He does get pounced and there will be 2 ticks of damage going out there. Here comes that charge and missing. And here comes a jockey. Gets on the Zoe there. It's a lot of damage going out there. Onto the only health bonus, and that will be a down. Jockey looks like he's ready to go in. He's going to go ahead and he gets the down there on the bill with a single scratch. Lewis trying to chainsaw him with that baton, but just isn't able to get there. Lewis, we have the smoker. The smoker misses his first pull, but looks like the jockey is actually able to secure the wipe there. Alrighty, and that is the wipe there. Overall, a great amount of distance going out there, and that last attack, while it wasn't incredibly great, was incredibly successful in downing Zoe, which set in motion for the wipe there. Overall, a great job by that jockey and spitter. Alrighty, so we're going to be into round 2 here. We're going to see how this second survivor team decides to take this tank here. Oh, maybe they can decide to take this tank in a way that will not result in somebody getting down and they'll be able to make the rest of this map here with a lot of HP. One could only hope. But... Alrighty, waiting on 4 people, 2 ready up here. Luke, Swear, Brightness, War for War, and Bitter. Alrighty, waiting on Brightness and Bitter to ready up here before we go live with this match. Alrighty, and we are going live here. Looks like the survivors are opting to take a 3-1 here. 3 Uzis for that tank. A definite must-have, while the infected will be starting off again with a 3-1 here with the Charger and Boomer. Survivors taking their way out slowly. Probably a good idea because they do not want to get pulled on down and separated by a boom charge horde. But at the same time, they need to keep in mind that just every common infected that they're killing in vision of them right now will probably spawn out of vision, meaning underneath them. Looks like Charger is often come from the safe room here, while the Smoker is going to be trying to pull someone down, and the Boomer is going to be trying to crouch boom spawn all the way up there. I'm not sure if I can completely agree with that. A very easy Boomer to pop, because that is usually when most Boomers are predicted to come by. Zoe is dropped. None of the common infected, or nope, a couple of the common infected now aggro to her, and she's ghosting her way down. She managed to ghost that spawn up without getting punished. Here comes that charge, beautiful charge clear, great clear. Here comes the boom, getting a double, triple boom there. That tank could commit with that horde. And here comes the tank, gets a quick punch on Lewis there, minimal chip going out there, only 600 chip there with 2 punches. Almost gets it down. Here's a double punch, and that looks like it will be the right kill for the survivors. Francis on that tank's ass, they're trying to get as much damage as possible. We're seeing the pillars being used here. Debris going all over the place here, and the tank is getting burgered from behind by Machete. Misses the back punch. Misses another punch. Zoe kills the tank single-handedly and saves the team from the wipe. Oh, but here comes the smoker pool. Here comes the charger. The charger misses here. Francis needs to clear that charge as quickly as possible. Lewis might die from the common infection. And that is a death there. That is very unfortunate. This is going to make the survivor's job a hell of a lot harder when they have to get to that witch.
Well, if I know. Thanks.
Reloading.
Lewis. Down.
Oh, God, I'm gonna miss you.
They are now looting the corpse of Lewis and making their way down this set of staircases here. And the next set of us are almost good to go here, consisting of a Jockey Hunter and Boomer here with War for War, waiting on his spawn time in 1 second here, consisting of the Spitter, leaving them with a 2-2 and Jockey Hunter. They need to get ready to this hit as quickly as possible so they can have a successful hit for the Witch here. And here comes the SI. Jockey is now pre-spawn, making his way down the hallway here, gets shoved aside, and that should be the death of the Jockey there. Very quickly sniped off. Having a bit of a common infected problem going on there. Boomer tries to rocket in, misses the spawn, will be repositioning. Great wall kick going off there on the hill. Here comes the double boom, great double boom. Here comes the spit. Overall, I have to say the infected attacks are incredibly disorganized right now. They need to get their attacks all in at once. Looks like we do have a smoker up for the switch here. Here's Francis. Francis is going for that crown here. Here's a smoker. Smoker gets the pull there, and the witch is not aggro because Francis is out of line of sight, but somebody manages to shoot the witch. And there's the Jockey, and that looks like a death on the bill. That is 2 people dead here. Here comes the Charger. Missing on it. Francis doesn't even get the stumble. Looks like Francis will be going down to the Horde and the Charger alone. That was incredibly unfortunate there. The survivors just very disorganized there. They rushed in there, weren't really ready for the spawns. They should have remembered that that one Jockey that they cleared very, very early in the previous attack was going to have a spawn up there in the hands of what was a smoker. Obviously, they didn't know what the spawn was going to be, but they should have known that there was going to be a spawn up. And Bill, I guess, got a little bit too frantic and shot the witch, and that just kind of went downhill from there. Alrighty, so it looks like we have another early tank here. Definitely not a big fan of the early tanks. Looks like a 23% tank. I kind of want to say this tank will probably spawn up as soon as survivors make it out of the burger tank. Maybe even earlier. Now, how you play this tank really depends on how your team, how confident you feel with your team. A lot of people occasionally, I kind of want to say occasionally, some people can take it inside the burger tank, but if you get boomed in there, it's done, over, done. A single boom, over. It's completely over. Another good spot is people like to take it by the semi-truck over here, push past the tank, line of sight from the semi-truck. Now, thing to note is you don't see it, but there is actually fog here, so if you're the tank and you stand up here, now this is on vanilla also, you're up here, you cannot get sight on the survivors if they're getting closer. And here comes the first attack here, consisting of a 2-2. Jockey and Hunter spawned up. Here comes the Jockey and the Hunter. You see a pounce off there right outside the safe room. Here comes the Boomer. Might proxy. No, they do not pop it. That was actually a great job there by the survivors, whether it was intentional or not. If they had shot that Boomer, that would have been a proxy onto Zoe, and that would have been a lot of stumble spit damage going on there. Survivors making their way out through the alleyways here. Taking the long way, probably looking for maybe, I don't know, some additional pills or a better weapon. I'm not sure, but I think they had the best weapons possible. Looks like the tank is going to be popping up here soon. Alright, there we go. And tank is up in the hand of Bitter. And here comes the Charger. Charger going for that random solo charge that does not get cleared. Here comes the tank. Tank is going to be repositioning, going. Oh, he's indecisive. That's going to cost him a lot of chip. That tank is as good as dead here, folks. 2k health left, 18k, 12k, 700, and dead. And there you go, folks. That is what happens when you are indecisive with the tank. You gotta just make those quick second decisions. You gotta move quickly. And if you get caught in a situation like that, just like that, you need to, you just need to play it as is. As you see, the tank was just running away the entire time. He never went on the offensive there. He needs to go on the offensive, otherwise the entire tank is run out. Great double move coming out here. Here comes a pounce. The survivors aren't aware of the pounce. Bill trying to clear it, but he's hammer locked here. Here comes a charge. We could see a charge spin. Now the charger shows to charge someone off and be fancy. And we see a spit delay coming out here. We'll be trapping Francis and Bill from going across there. Survivors making their way through here with a lot of bonus here. Definitely very in favor of the survivors right now. The rest of the map is kind of a breeze through with all the common infected going to be coming from the back. So there'll be minimal common infected up all the way until the ladder, I believe. Unless they're going to move. The SR are good to go here. Here goes the charger. Charger leading in. Never a good idea. But pulling the back here, definitely a great job there. A lot of damage going on to Lewis there. Jockey doing a great job distracting and holding up Bill. Here comes the Boomer. Waddling his way in. Gets shoved aside and popped by Zoe. Looks like Lewis having some trouble making his way down the stairwell. The next SI is good to go here, but it is not something that can try and stop the survivors. Spitter going to have to opt to attack with his teammate. You never want to go solo, along with never leading with Charger. You never want to lead with the Charger. And the Witch is good to go. She's round the corner. She might be set off by the survivors. Oh, and that beautiful charge! Here comes the Spirit. Here comes the Hunter. And you see him down there onto Lewis.
I gotcha. I was worried there.
What a beautiful hit there, buddy. That is definitely the organized and damage-filled attack that you want with every single one of your infected attacks. Survivors now making their way to what most people would regard as the most difficult choke in Pro Mod and Vanilla. Mind you, though, this choke was nerfed with the recent ladder choke nerfs that Jacob so kindly put out there. And this boom might get popped. Oh, a great pull going on to Lewis there. There's a separation. Here comes the charge. Charger misses. Here comes the Hunter, pouncing his way around. Overall, a very disorganized attack by the survivors, or I mean by the infected. The survivors did a great job getting up there, avoiding the SI attacks, clearing the common infected as quickly as possible. Honestly, the Charger should have just charged down the ladder. If the Charger had charged down the ladder, they would have gotten a lot more damage on Lewis and possibly a down, possibly even a death with him being pulled, the scratch damage from the smoker, you know, from being pulled, and all of those horde on him. Alrighty, so we're going to be on the second round here in map 3. One team is definitely taking the lead there with that 500 bonus, and that first tank, definitely very questionable. He was it looked like he was a bit confused. He wasn't sure about what to do, and when he finally decided his attack was down and the survivors were all pushing him, he should have committed to the ladder to the right there, climb on all the way up to the rooftop. But it looks like he opted to go behind the semi-truck, which did not play out in his favor. Alrighty, waiting on Luke Swear, Hiatus, Freakazoid, and Bitter to ready up here. Alright, and waiting on Luke Sword to ready up.
Francis. Look over here. Right behind you. I'll follow you.
Still waiting on Luke to ready up.
Someone's gonna need these.
Alrighty, and we are good to go here. Looks like that Boomer's going to try and go for an arc boom, but he is not positioned correctly in order to get it here. No, he's not going for the arc, he's going for the rocket. We got a huge amount of separation going on to Lewis here. If Lewis gets capped, there's going to be a lot of damage. Great dead stuff going out there. Hunter pouncing his way around here. He manages to take out the jockey. Here comes his teammates. Clearing that Hunter with minimal damage going out on Lewis. Overall, great job there by the survivors. They managed to take that attack with minimal issue. Survivors are now making their way into the open area here. Tank will now be up, and let's see who's in the hands of Hiatus. So let's quickly take this over to an infected war room and see how they manage to deal with. Oh, he's already jumping on down here without any attack coming in here. That's a lot of chip. Anyways, let's quickly go over there.
Strike.
3,
You should go.
1, go.
Nice charge.
Thank you.
Good rock.
Nice.
Keep sight on them.
Reloading! Reloading!
Just look on them.
Good rock.
Nice rock. Very nice. That's how we do it.
Reloading! Reloading!
You should be able to hitbox them. You get a good angle.
Very close. You may have to rotate to the other roof on your left.
Oh, you're getting close.
See if you can get that boom for him. Nice. You can go in with that if you want.
Yeah, commit.
Just get in the forklift. Just wait, Jockey. Just wait. Don't go in.
But stay away from
that's
the...
fine.
Oh, that forklift.
Oh my god, that forklift. Nice.
Ah,
Bye-bye.
it's gone.
Good punch. Keep going.
You got this. You got this.
2 more of them. 1 more. 1 more. Good job.
Oh,
Nice.
nice.
That's good.
They're done. Good job.
Nice rock. Good job.
Got
Good
it.
tank.
Oh, okay.
Mine.
Very nice. Very nice, guys. Very nice.
That was very, very good.
Yeah.
Alrighty, and we are back here. So we just saw a lot of chip going on in the Hiatus, but even with that chip, it looks like the survivors just weren't able to deal enough damage to that tank. Tank wiping with a huge amount of health left. 17,000 health left. Oh, sorry, not 17,000. 1,700. My bad. 17,000 would be a hell of a lot for a tank. Just saying. Alrighty, so here we are with map 3 of No Mercy. So, we saw definitely very one-sided here. There is still potential to come back. This map is incredibly short, though, and very, very difficult to get much as the infected. While these places are very closed in, it's actually really hard to get a charger spawn in this area and land it. So I'm going to go ahead and count the attacks for you here. So you get one attack here, right at the safe room. Make your way all the way up. You get one attack right here to try and pull someone down. Thankfully, the railings and the doors are removed there, courtesy of Jacob. Let's just say, for sake, you get one more attack right here at the button. Most people usually opt to say before the button. Press the button, come on back. There's the attack. That's 3 attacks. Make your way in here. 1 attack, 2 attack. Make your way over here. Usually the SI are up by this point, but they're usually going to sack just to try and get a spitter and a charger and a smoker. Let's quickly jump on back down.
Grabbing some pills.
So far, about their 5 attacks, definitely not that many attacks. You make your way up and you have 1 last attack and that's it. First attack consistent with 3-1 here. The attack coming in here, they do have that boomer. Boomer doing some great booming right now, but looks like the boomer doesn't get the spawn. Great double charge. Here's the separation pull. Great double boom that's going to make Fury and Francis that much harder. Oh, and the stumble. What a really great infecting attack going out there. Now, if they can make all of their attacks coming in after this attack do that much damage, they could have the potential to wipe them with this tank. Now, this tank is 65%. This tank is going to be at the top of the elevator, alright? Tank does not spawn when you're in the middle of the elevator.
It's good for you, Bill. Cardio. Reloading. Weapons.
Next attack is a good go here. Looks like they're opting to hit right here with the 3-1 Charger spin. They lost their spawn. Now they're going in. Charger's leading in. Definitely never a good idea. Great pounce there. Stumble on the smoker. Great clear going out there onto that smoker though.
Shit, I need some help.
So we saw that Luke Swear was running at that smoker with a frying pan. Definitely never a good idea to run at a smoker with a melee weapon. Reason being is if you get pulled, you cannot shove a smoker while you have a melee weapon out. So I was now making my way over to the main plate room here. There's actually another room to play this event here, but most people do not opt to hit there or take it there. And next attack is good to go. Here comes the Jack being getting wrecked by the door frame. That great charge. Here comes the boomer, walks it in, double, get a pull outside, but he's double free. Here comes another pull here. We get 1 tick, 2 ticks, 2 ticks of damage going out there, along with a couple of common infected taking them to shreds.
Look out!
Behind you.
We got 1 more hit here for the Ford ants, but they could opt to end this right now by making it over because the elevator is down here. And here we go. Here comes the attack. Oh, and Lewis might get grabbed outside. That is some HP right there. There's a spit sprint. There's a stumble outside. Here's the boom. Stumbled in place here. Thankfully, not near the spit. Otherwise, that would have been a lot of damage going out there. And Lewis would make it in there pretty much unscathed. Overall, a lot of spread going out there by the survivors, or onto the survivors there. Now, mind you, this tank will be at the top of the elevator as soon as they reach the top and the doors open. That tank will be spawned up and will be in the hands of the infected, ready to destroy the survivors. Alrighty, it looks like they're good to go here. Let's quickly take this over to a survivor war room.
That's right now.
I don't think you can. Oh, you can? What the fuck?
Just go here.
GG.
Can they climb on top of the elevator, Wolf?
Sorry, what?
Can they climb on top of the elevator?
You might.
Can I? What? Me?
No,
No,
they can't. Maybe Hunter, but he would have to be spawned to do that.
I don't feel so good.
Alright, so, okay.
Tank can crash through, but he'll be slow, so we can blast him while he's doing it.
Yeah. Make sure everyone's shooting him when he's trying to climb through. You want to back up a little bit, Zoe. You don't want to be right there. Yeah, back up a little more, Luke. You don't want to be right there. There you go.
Shoot him.
Jesus, I'm down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's not the best.
Yeah,
Alright, I
We
can
got Jockey that tries to.
Yeah, that's fine.
He's used to do it there.
I need a hand over here.
Alrighty, we are back here. So, looks like the survivors opted to take it in the back here. And this breakable wall here, I know this breakable wall is only breakable by the tank, but I never knew it was a sliding breakable wall. So I'm going to go ahead and point out where this tank should be taken. Taking it in the back here, just honestly, it's not a good idea. You're going to get multi-punch, you're going to get cornered very quickly with at least 3k remaining on that tank. The best place to take this tank here is over by the spools over here. So you have one person blocking the spawns in the back here, one person up top, 2 people on the ground looking for the boom. Boom's usually going to come from behind this, and usually from this doorway. Pop that boomer, drain the tank, and you are good to go. That is 1 dead tank. Alrighty, and looks like we are good to go here. Waiting on fish sandwich and brightness to ready up. Alrighty, we are good to go here.
You might need these.
First attack consisting of another 3-1 with Charger and Boom right here. Smoker could try and pull someone into a charge, but they have no spit, so it might not be worth using up 2 cappers for a single charge. And we're seeing that Francis is ghosting his way out there. He's not fully ghosted, but he is still shooting.
At least
Closes the
power's
double
on.
doors. Hunter is good to go. Hunter's thinking about it. Hunter crouches. Here comes the Boomer. Great double boom. Here comes the Hunter. Hunter gets shoved aside. Great pull. Great charge. Here comes the Hunter for cover. Oh no, the Hunter stole the smoke person. I was like, where's that Hunter? Because I don't remember the Hunter getting through. Honestly, it probably would have been our idea if that Hunter had gone in with the rest of the team there. Just, you know, somebody got charged there, go in on that charge and get a stumble. But overall, a pretty great organized hit there by the Infected. Not a lot of damage as the previous team, but overall a good attack. Next attack is good to go, consisting of a 2-2 with Hunter and Charger. Looks like the Infected are going to want to get rid of this very, very quickly, or they can sack the Boomer, but they won't have a hit ready to go if they rush the button. Here comes the attack. 100 pounds of his win rate does not get that stuff. Double charge in spit. Lewis is in spit too with that bat, and that is a lot of damage going on this hit. We might see a down on the Zoe. 1 down, 2 downs. What a beautiful attack by the Infected. And it looks like Bill might die. You need to clear this common infected. You cannot leave this common infected on a down person. Looks like somebody is AFK there. Yeah, that was a bit unfortunate. I was wondering why the common infected were not being self-cleared by Bill, but at the same time, you need to be clearing a down person's common infected. So Bitter here just timed out with 4 common infected beating on him, so his health was dropping down very, very quickly. It looks like somebody trying to join here and says your client has failed to authorize.
I think I really hurt
You
something.
think you're on pause without bidding you joining?
I don't feel so good. I'm getting too old for this horse
Alrighty,
shit.
we are good to go.
Oh.
With all that calamity that just went on, now they have to deal with another attack. Single boom going out. Great boomer there. Looks like the infected a good idea for them probably to save this entire hit. They will have to split it off in time. At least in time for the run back. Actually, no, it's going to be really close. Looks like the spawn timer did not start really quick. Here comes the jockey. Jockey gets a separation. Jockey. Here comes the charger. Oh, that's a beautiful tri-cap, and that will be the wipe right then and there. Definitely not looking too good for the survivor team. There's the hunter. And Francis is gone. Bill needs to quickly get into that room there. He needs to be taking that common infected the rest of the team. The rest of the team needs to be clearing the common infected off of them. It looks like they're now opting to take it in the other room, which is probably a bad idea because this room is actually better than that other room that the moving room. Oh, and Zoe is stuck in spit. Golden spit. That will be a death there on to Zoe. Leaving just 2 survivors left against a horde of zombies with the charge coming in. There's the charge. Almost goes down. Fortunately, Lewis's boom down, so those combos did not go straight for Bill because that would have been a quick down. Infected only need to get a double cap here. And looks like Bill is down. This is going to make their job a hell of a lot easier here. They only need to get a single cap. Here comes the jockey. And he does land it very quickly, but I don't think Bill's going to be able to get the clear, so that will be the wipe there.
I need some help over here.
Incredibly unfortunate there. It looks like this is pretty one-sided. The only thing I have to say is, one, it takes a single person to clear a special infected. You never need to send more than one person to clear a special infected. When you do, someone else behind you is going to get capped, forgotten, and that person's going to either die or get downed. Never a good idea. Another thing is you want to be aware of the spawns at all times. Obviously, if they'd been aware of the spawns, they would not have had to deal or dealt with being separated and rushing for that charge spit that got them on the second hit. And with that boomer popping around the corner, they should have been ready for an attack coming out there. So, I mean, it's just more of an experience thing, but still. Alrighty, so I believe the early tank is removed here, courtesy of Jacob. So they will have to only deal with... Do they have to deal with 2 tanks still? I know for like hard rain, you only have to deal with 1 tank, which is kind of dumb. But it is a difficult tank to survive, unless the hittables just decide to not work with the tank, because that's always fun. Oh, we'll see right here if the early tank is removed or not. So this first hit consisting of a 2-2, this is actually a really, really good hit here for this early tank.
I think I hear a hunter.
Here comes the attack, great pounce landing on there, here comes the boom, Boomer doesn't get stumbled, jockey back in the spit, and he does get some god frames as he leaves the spit there, but still, quite a bit of damage going out there, not as much as they had wanted, but still some good shit. Survivors now making their way forward here. We're going to see momentarily if there is a tank. Common effects are being cleared off of each other here. There is still one in the back here. Need to turn around, Francis. There we go. And looks like the witch is good to go. I'm trying to see where this witch is. Oh, it looks like tank is now up. Tank is now up in the hands of Brightness. Here comes a charge. Tries to go for Death Shard. Probably should have won for something a little bit less fancy. Great amount of damage going out there on the survivors. Oh, and it looks like Bill is opting to jump over the spit there. And it looks like the tank is slowly creeping his way in here. He needs to be careful. If he takes a lot of chip here, this tank will be as good as dead. So let's quickly take this over to an infected war room.
Damn it! Watch where you shoot. Reloading.
Do you want the boomer? I guess it's too late.
Yeah.
They're gonna run back
Can
to
you-
safe room, so...
Yeah, alright.
let's lead him.
I'm gonna get
I'm gonna
hit.
commit.
No, she's second pass.
Yeah, let's go.
Just get that down. Alright.
Want me to kill him?
Just block that, yeah.
Up.
You can get the boom. Just don't show yourself. Just throw rocks from there, curve rock. You can probably boom him right now. Just jump up.
You can get Maltese.
Alright, I need to go
Punch
in.
the down guy.
Alright, let's go.
Quit shooting me! I'm in trouble!
Reloading.
Alrighty, we are back here. We just saw a quick corner there. There's a lot of chip on the Brightness. When you're going in and out of those rooms, you want to do it during attacks. I'm not sure though. It's not a good idea to keep doing that. You go down the hallway, you keep going, you stick on those survivors. Unfortunately, because she did that, I believe Brightness took a total of 1,300 chip before she reached a survivor. And even when she did, the boomer, her teammate, was not going in. That could have been an easy kill onto that down survivor there if they landed that boom.
Guys, I need some
Oh, looks like somebody ledge hangs there. Now, mind you, this death charge has actually been nerfed here. There's only one way to get this death charge. It's not that easy. You have to pull them onto the railing and death charge them off the roof. Here comes that boomer. Hunter's pounces around, gets dead stopped by Bill. Here comes the charge. The charge goes for that charge there. Gets the charge. 1 pound, 2 pounds, and does get cleared there by Lewis. Here comes the smoker. Smoker's gonna get the pull down. Oh no, great clear there by Zoe. And here comes the witch. The witch is glitched, trying to path her way up there, but now she is turning around, going up that ledge there. We'll be climbing up here, and we see a claw onto Lewis there.
Damn it! Holy shit. Oh, I'm in trouble! There's the landing pad.
Get up. We gotta move.
Well, I guess this is where hiatus learns the hard way. You do not want to be standing on top of a witch while it's climbing. At which will always claw you while climbing. The witch basically is the master of multitasking. She'll move while clawing you. She'll climb while clawing you. Hell, she'll claw you while clawing someone else. Just, you gotta be careful with witches. You don't want to set them off in a way that you know that you're gonna be in trouble. Just be aware of everything the witch can potentially do, and then deal with her. There, I mean, I'm not sure if it was intentional that he set it off, but when he set it off, he just stood up there and took the claw very, very easily. Boomer walking his way in here. Not sure, he needs to definitely get popped. They have this 2-2, they need to get rid of one of these here. Looks like the option to get rid of the Boomer. Hunter making his way in there, does pounce on Lewis. Here comes the spin. Spin lands there. And the Charger manages to steal Francis there. That's a long charge there. And Bill, with some quick thinking there, getting on the minigun and clearing Francis before he does go down. He's only need 2 more pounds, and that would have been it.
It's all right. I gotcha.
Zoe there, interrupting her own pickup there to clear the custom effect. Teammates definitely need to clear people while they're picking someone up. Boomer is good to go here. Boomer can actually go solo right here, right now, and have an attack ready to go later.
Ammo here.
We got some help coming. Let's get ready.
Here's the boom, and it looks like Francis is standing on the minigun. A definite no-no when it comes to Robot here, because that minigun is considered a Jesus spot here. Here's the double cap, great double cap separation there. Great clearing by the infected, or by the survivors there, minimizing the damage of that double cap there. Otherwise, that was still pretty well organized there by the infected. And it looks like Francis is now gone there, getting hit in the back of the head there, and
Lewis!
and here comes the boom. Boomer getting a double, going for that triple, does not proxy on the Zoe there. Here comes the charger. Charger going for that charge. Oh, he tries to go for a rooftop, off the rooftop charge there, but he
Weapons
didn't
over
easily
here.
just turn around and went for some punches.
Reloading. Help!
There's a great pull into Zoe. Lewis is completely unaware, dealing with that charge now, changing directions over to. Oh, but he doesn't get the clear, and he gets charged.
Lewis!
And that will be the end of the first round there for this Survivor team that is in a very comfortable lead. Alright, so mind you, you can still come back here. I mean, the scores are really big, but this is actually a very easy finale to survive. Once you get past the first tank, the tank afterwards and all the SI attacks after that are ridiculously easy to deal with, so you need to just be calm, deal with the first tank, don't get double punched, alright? If you get double punched, then you're in for a world of hurt, alright? Do not get yourself cornered with another survivor. Sometimes it's better to let yourself get cornered in a corner all alone than to get cornered with another teammate trying to avoid the tank for an extra 2 seconds. Because those double punches will add up and you will see wipes very quickly. Afterwards, when they get on top, there's something going to fly on up here. When you get on top, you want to try and keep as much coverage as possible while still giving yourself as much maneuverability as possible. So personally, I like standing in this corner here, but it gives you very little maneuverability. So I have to actually rely on my teammates to clear me. And this is where teamwork comes in. Anyways. So, first attack consisting again of a 2-2, Hunter and Jockey. Potential for a lot of damage in this closed area. We should get a scuffle spit in the stairwell, possibly. Boomer's good to go. Boomer's looking for it. Jockey comes out. He's not going to get stuck. Here's the double boom. Here's the spit. Oh, spit gets stuck on the door from there. Looks like Zoe's running back through the spit there. Oh, and the spit death right there onto the Hunter. That's going to be a lot of damage going out there onto Zoe and almost a down. Definitely very unfortunate there. Zoe needs to pay attention there. She was very lucky the spit was not in favor of the effect of the spit spreading back into the room instead of spreading out into the hallway.
Reloading!
I'm reloading.
Survivors now making their way through here. Francis clearing out the Covenant Infected very quickly, with the tank now spawning up in the hands of Luke Swear, the fat kid. Great double boom coming out here. Nobody's clearing the Covenant Infected on Francis. He might get Jockey. Here comes the Jockey. Jockey on the Bill here. And here comes the spit. Spit will be separated. The survivors are going back. And Bill and Francis are just swimming in the spit.
Reloading!
You need to pay attention to your environment, guys. I mean, this is ridiculous.
Reloading!
I hear a witch. Flashlight's out.
Anyways, let's quickly take this over to an infected war room here, and let's see what the infected can do. Maybe they can minimize their potential threat for the survivors making the comeback here, or maybe the survivors will be able to kill off this tank and make it very easily with some health bumps.
Ammo here.
So,
So you can get a boom.
Try a boom from the room. They don't
Nice.
fuck the spot. And let's go. Go in that thing.
Yeah, I'm gonna go in.
Okay.
Oh, they're done.
Nice.
Nice. Oh, they got wrecked all the maps.
Very nice.
This is going to hell real fast.
Good job, guys.
Good job, good game.
Damn it, I don't want to get banned or call the quick vote on you.
LOL. Ah, come on, don't tease him. Don't tease him. Just finish it, Luke.
Yeah, just finish it, man.
Come on, finish it. Don't tease him.
Don't tease good players.
No, I'm down.
Keep killing him.
Alrighty, and it looks like that is it there. Just that great separation with the jockey and the horde there, and getting in there again. Those double punches, as I mentioned earlier, double punches will add up and they will bite you in the ass. Overall, great job there by the infected. Survivors were very disorganized there at the beginning. Honestly, you when you're standing out in the hallway like that, shipping the tank, you need to look for those spawns. And because they got that boomer spawn, it was definitely not in favor of the survivors when that boomer landed. Just a single boom during that tank and mark dead. Anyways, that is the end of Left to Learn, November 29th, 2014. Thanks for watching, guys, and hope to see you guys next weekend here with some more Left to Learn. Take care and have a nice evening.